This program is rated PG. Parental guidance is required for young viewers.
I can't stand another class in that history class. It's so dull.
Well, I feel like I'm in a constant battle with my eyelids stay away.
It's like I'm trying to memorize a bunch of random dates and names that have no relevance in my life. Gosh!
And don't get me started on the endless readings and essays. I rather to do anything else.
So, I guess we're in the same page then. History is not our favorite subject.
Yeah, you're right. I really don't like history.
Yeah. History is not our thing.
Oh my god.
Hey,
What?
why do we try something fun to get our minds off it?
Stop me. We need to do our assignment in accounting.
Come on, don't be cagey. How about we hop on MTV and see what kind of interesting people we can meet?
That sounds like a great idea.
Let's give it a try.
It's again. What's happening there?
So boring.
You know, guys, let's just stop this. Let's study now.
One more time. See this.
Oh my god. What's that? Is that history?
I think so. Let's do
History again?
What's happening?
Stop that. Stop that.
Stop! Do you know the Kartilya ng Katipunan?
The Kartilya ng
Who
Katipunan
are
served
you?
as the guiding principles and teachings of the Katipunan, a revolutionary society that played a pivotal role in the Philippine struggle for
You know
independence
what
from
she's saying?
Spanish colonial rule in the late 19th
I'm
century.
so tired of
It is authored by Emilio Jacinto, a
saying.
key member of
I'm
the
not
society.
interested.
The Kartilya encapsulates the society's moral values, emphasizing love for one's country, respect for others, and a call for unity and equality among Filipinos. It remains a significant historical document symbolizing the Filipinos' journey for freedom and justice.
Do you know who was the author of Kartilya ng
We're not
Katipunan?
interested.
Who are you?
I'm from the past. It's not even possible.
You know, guys, let's just listen to him.
Emilio
Fine.
Jacinto Edison, born on December 15, 1875 at Tondo, and he died on April 16, 1899 at age of 23. He was a Filipino general during the Philippines Revolution. He was of the highest ranking officers in the Philippines Revolution. And he was of the highest ranking officers of the Revolutionary Society, katas-taasan, kagalang-galangan, nakatipunan ng mga anak ng bayan, or simplified and more popularly called Katipunan. Being a member of its Supreme Council, he was elected Secretary of State for the Haring Bayan, Katagalugan. A revolutionary government established during the outbreak of hostilities is popularly known in Philippine history textbooks as the brain of the Katipunan. While some content, he should be rightfully recognized as the brain of the revolution. Utak ng Himagsikan, a title that is usually given Apolinario Mabini. Jacinto was present in the so-called Cry of Pugad Lawin, or Cry of Balintawak, with Andres Bonifacio, the Supremo, or Supreme President of the Katipunan, and the others of its members, which signaled the start of the revolution against the Spanish colonial government in the islands. Emilio Jacinto wrote the Kartilya ng Katipunan to serve as guidebooks to provide rules and principles of KKK. And his parents were Mariano Jacinto and Josefa Dizon. His father died shortly after he was born, and his mother decided to send Jacinto to his uncle, Don Jose Dizon. Jacinto, a bright student, and attended San Juan de Letran College, was fluent in both Tagalog and Spain. He also studied in the University of Santo Tomas to take up law, but was not able to finish college. At the very young age of 20, he joined the secret society established by Andres Bonifacio, called KKK or Katipunan. Because of his brilliance and wit, he became the secretary and
Oh my
advisor
God,
of
history
Andres
is being
Bonifacio on
interesting.
fiscal matters.
Whatever.
What's that?
The original title of Kartilya ng Katipunan was Mga Aral ng Katipunan ng Mga Anak ng Bayan. It was served as the guidebook for new members of the organization, which laid out new groups' rules and principles. Back in 1896, there is what we call Duties of the Sons of the People, that was written by Andres Bonifacio. That's strictly followed by the members of the organization. This decalogue embodied what Bonifacio's believed. Bonifacio would then later adopt Jacinto's Kartilya ng Katipunan as the official teaching of the Katipunan. He adopted the Kartilya and named it Decalogo that mainly focused on one's duty to God, country neighbor, family, the Katipunan, and himself. It tells about honor, charity, and self-sacrifice for the beloved land, and also spoke and warned about traitor and disobedient. In difference between Decalogo and Kartilya, Kartilya is much longer and more philosophical. It shows concepts of virtuous living as lessons for self-reflection. The amazing side of the Kartilya is not only a leading for the Katipunan members. It embodied moral and nationalistic principle for all Filipinos. It presented for self-reflection rather than as direct prescriptions. It asserted that it was the internal, not the external qualifications that make human greatness. In the third statement, Jacinto defined true devotion as charity, love for one another, and actions, deed, and speech guided by judicious reasons. Written more than 100 years ago, at a time when the idea of nationhood was still dream, the Kartilya reflected a vision, bright sun of freedom in the islands, spreading its light upon brother and the race united. The Kartilya can be better appreciated in its original Tagalog form because its essence was expressed using Tagalog syntax. It should also be appreciated within the context of social and political environment of that colonial era amid local traditions, spiritual beliefs, family concepts, and ethnic arrangement.
Contribution and relevance to the grand narrative of the Philippine history. The Kartilya ng Katipunan served as a moral guide for the Katipuneros during the time of the Philippine Revolution. It laid down rules for members to follow, similar to a code of conduct for true Filipinos. For instance, it stressed the importance of loving our country and reflecting on our actions, which we can see today in people who join efforts like cleaning after communities and advocating for the environment. As one of few surviving records of the revolution, the Kartilya gives us a glimpse into values of our ancestors and how they fought for freedoms we have now. By studying it, students can learn about the sacrifices made by Filipino heroes and their strong commitment to freedom and justice. Furthermore, the Kartilya aimed to change behavior among Filipinos, encouraging kindness and compassion. Today, we can still see its influence in movements promoting equality and inclusivity, like fighting discrimination or helping marginalized groups. Overall, the Kartilya ng Katipunan is not just a historical document. It continues to guide us today, reminding us of the importance of virtue, love for our country, and responsibility to our society. The relevance of the Kartilya ng Katipunan to contemporary times serve as a reminder to every Filipino of the pivotal role played by the Katipunan and the Philippine Revolution. As a primary revolutionary society aimed at achieving independence from Spanish colonial rule through revolution, the Kartilya ng Katipunan laid out the organization's rules and principles consisting of 14 guiding tenets for its member to fully comprehend and adhere to in pursuit of their objectives. In today's context, the Kartilya's principles continues to resonate, inspiring individuals to uphold intellectual and moral values in the fight for peace and harmony in the nation. Moreover, the Kartilya serve as a beacon of hope and resilience, reminding Filipinos of the sacrifices made by the past revolutionaries in their pursuit of freedom and self-determination. By studying the Kartilya, individuals can gain insights into struggles and aspirations of their ancestors, empowering them to carry on the legacy of the revolution in their own lives. For instance, students learning about the Kartilya in school may be inspired to become active citizens and agent of positive change in their communities. In summary, the Kartilya ng Katipunan continues to hold relevance in contemporary Filipino society, serving as a timeless guide for individuals committed to the ideals of patriotism, justice, and unity. Its principles transcend the time and continue to inspire generations of Filipinos to strive for a better and brighter future for the nation.
There are 14 rules of Kartilya ng Katipunan. The first rule of the Kartilya ng Katipunan underscored the significance of living with purpose, inspiring people across history to commit to noble causes beyond personal gain. In today's complex world, it continues to serve as a guiding principle for those striving to create a positive global impact. The second rule of the Kartilya ng Katipunan, it emphasizes the importance of selfless acts for the greater good over personal gain. Throughout the 20th century, it inspired movements for positive change. And in today's world, amid ethical complexities, it continues to guide individuals aspiring to make meaningful and altruistic contributions to other lives. The third rule of the Kartilya ng Katipunan, it promotes rational generosity and fair behavior, resonating with the global pursuit of justice, equality, and compassion. And in the 21st century, it encouraged individuals and groups to prioritize reason, kindness, and rational behavior for the betterment of humanity amid societal challenges. Next is the fourth rule of the Kartilya ng Katipunan. It advocates for equality and justice, emphasizing that worth should not be based on skin color and rejecting notions of inherent supremacy. In the 21st century, it reminds us to prioritize a shared humanity over artificial divisions, striving for a world where every individual is treated with equal dignity and respect. The fifth rule of the Kartilya ng Katipunan, it highlights the ethical conflict between honor and personal gain, urging individuals to prioritize honor over self-interest. Throughout the 20th century, it inspired movements amidst political upheavals, and in the 21st century, it remains relevant for those striving for ethical leadership and making decisions based on integrity and the common good. The sixth rule of the Kartilya ng Katipunan, it stresses the importance of honesty in human interactions, particularly in a world marked by changing alliances and evolving societal norms. And in the 21st century, amidst ethical challenges, it guides individuals and leaders in building trust, fostering integrity, and honoring commitments in personal and professional spheres. Next is the seventh rule of the Kartilya ng Katipunan. It highlights the significance of time in our lives, particularly as the 20th century saw rapid development and increased demands on people's time. And in the 21st century, amid the quickening pace of life, it served as crucial guidance for individuals striving to live purposefully and fulfillingly, emphasizing the value of time as a precious and irretrievable resource. The eighth rule of the Kartilya ng Katipunan, it urges the fight against oppression, resonating with various social justice movements throughout the 20th century. And in the 21st century, it continues to inspire individuals and movements to advocate for the oppressed and confront oppressors, fostering dedication to a more equal and just world. Next is the ninth rule of the Kartilya ng Katipunan. It underscores the enduring values of caution and loyalty, particularly in handling information. And in the 20th century, it resonated amid geopolitical tensions and advancements in communication technology. In the 21st century, it remains relevant for navigating the abundance of information and fast communication, providing vital guidance on ethical information management. The 10th rule of the Kartilya ng Katipunan. It emphasizes the importance of men's leadership in governing families and communities, a concept that remained relevant amid shifting cultural challenges in the 20th century. In the ongoing discussions on gender roles in the 21st century, it served as a timeless reminder of the responsibility of leadership and the impact individuals have on those they guide. Next is the 11th rule of the Kartilya ng Katipunan. It emphasizes the importance of recognizing women as trustworthy companions, reflecting timeless values amidst changing gender dynamics and activism for women's rights in the 21st century. It inspires discussion about equality, respect, and shared responsibilities in relationships, urging individuals to view women as valued companions rather than objects. Next is the 12th rule of the Kartilya ng Katipunan. It emphasizes the Golden Rule, reflecting universal values of equity and compassion amidst 20th century struggles for civil, human, and gender rights. In the 21st century, it inspires empathy, understanding, and fairness in interactions with neighbors and the global community, guiding individuals through the complexities of modern times. The 13th rule of the Kartilya ng Katipunan. It challenges conventional notions of worth, emphasizing character, actions, and commitment to justice, resonating with 20th century movements for civil rights and equality. And in the 21st century, it promotes a reassessment of worth based on true ideals and contributions to the common good, independent of superficial indicators. The last or the 14th rule of the Kartilya ng Katipunan. It envisions a utopian future where liberty prevails through widespread understanding and dedication to ethical ideas, echoing movements for independence and civil rights in the 20th century. In the 21st century, its enduring message inspires individuals and organizations striving for a world characterized by knowledge, ethical conduct, and universal liberty.
Oh my god, is that all?
I think it's done.
I still want to know more about history.
Me too.
Yes. Oh my god. Close it.
I'm starting to get interested with history.
Yeah, history has a really big contribution to our lives.
Yes. History is really important nowadays.
I think we should go to the museum.
Yes, we gotta go to the museum. I want to know more about history.
Yes, that's a
Let's
great
go.
idea. Let's go.